Want to get rocking? What do you
Yep.
think? 6
Okay.
o'clock?
Ready? Okay, we'll call the meeting to order. Please rise and join us for the Pledge of Allegiance. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. Thank you, everybody, for coming. And Pam, could you please do the roll call?
Mayor Martin?
Here.
Trustee Furlano?
Here.
Trustee Ruggiero?
Here.
Trustee Rice?
Here.
Trustee Machado?
Here. Okay, thank you. And your minutes are in your binder. They were also emailed to you. Take a minute here and just take another look, see if there was anything that needed to be revised. Okay, are there any corrections that need to be made? Okay, hearing none, I'll entertain a motion to accept the minutes from the April 21st meeting.
So moved.
Second.
Any discussion? All in favor? Aye. Okay, and for abstracts. Tonight for the water abstract, we have $8,625.08. Sewer abstract is $26,684.31. Trust and agency is $3,946.75. And general fund is $33,905.25. Is there a motion to accept the abstracts as read?
So moved.
Second.
Any discussion? All in favor?
Aye.
Aye. Okay, thank you. I'll pass that to our deputy mayor for his signature. And let's see. So since we've last seen you, the night right after our last meeting, we had the first meeting for the steering committee for the grant, or the Safe Streets grant. So if you remember, I think last year we were awarded $160,000 for a grant to do some studies on how to make our streets safer for traffic and pedestrians. So we had our first meeting in that, and we are working on identifying some more areas to study. So we'll be meeting again. We had our poetry reading on the 24th. It was a really good event. We had a really nice turnout. And actually, two of the people that read for the poetry contacted me today. And one of the authors has a book of patriotic poetry and historic poetry, and they would like to do another poetry event right around 4th of July for our Rev 250 celebration. So that was nice. That came out of that. So thank you for everyone who came. We are also, so we're planning that event. We had to postpone the cleanup in the park because it rained that day for Earth Day, but we did move the story and the craft time into the library, so that was fun. Let's see, this weekend I attended the 5K at St. Mary's School. It was a great event. We had our village police there and the town police. They did a great job of keeping everybody safe while they did the race, so that was wonderful. We also have our Memorial Day parade coming up very quickly. Doesn't seem possible, but the 25th of this month is Memorial Day. Our parade will be at 1 o'clock. We step off from Church Street right by Salon Doriano. And this year our speaker for Memorial Day is Father Robert Repenning. So he will be joining us. Repenning is his last name, Repenning. Yep, that's it. So he will be our speaker this year. Let's see. Also, we have our block party coming up. That is May 30th from 6 to 10. Always a good time. We're hoping the rain will stay away this year. Supervisor Joey Cavassini will be giving a lecture for us regarding the American Revolution. He is a bit of a historian himself. And as part of our celebration for the Rev 250, he will be here on June 24th at 6 o'clock, right here in this room, giving a lecture on the American Revolution. And also, I just wanted to mention, it is International Firefighters Day. Thank you to all of our wonderful volunteers. We are grateful to you, we value you, and we thank you for your service. So thank you. That's all I have there. So the first item on the agenda is a proclamation declaring May 2026 as Mental Health Awareness Month. Whereas mental health is essential to the well-being and vitality of our families, businesses, and communities, and whereas mental health conditions are real and prevalent in our nation, with 1 out of 5 Americans affected by mental illness each year. Whereas more people die from suicide in the United States than from traffic accidents, and an estimated 18 veterans die from suicide each day. Whereas stigma and fear of discrimination keep many who would benefit from mental health services from seeking help. And whereas with effective treatment, those individuals with mental health conditions can recover and lead full and productive lives. And whereas education, compassion, and awareness about mental illness can change negative attitudes and behaviors toward people with mental illness. And whereas each business, school, government agency, law enforcement agency, healthcare provider, organization, and citizen share the responsibility to promote mental wellness and support prevention efforts. Now, therefore, I, Kathleen Martin, Mayor, on behalf of the Village of Fishkill, do hereby proclaim the month of May 2026 as Mental Health Awareness Month. And as mayor, I also call upon all village citizens, government agencies, public and private institutions, businesses, and schools to recommit our community to increasing awareness and understanding of mental illness, reducing stigma, discrimination, and promoting appropriate and accessible service for all individuals. Thank you. Also, you may have noticed the white ribbons around the village. The NAMI Association came and put them up for us to increase awareness. And also, they are having a walk over the Mid-Hudson walkway, over the Hudson on May 16th at 11 o'clock. We will be sharing this information. They asked us to share it. We will be sharing it on our social media. We'll leave a flyer out here on the bulletin board, and it's a great cause if you have the time and you want to do the walk. There is a little QR code right on there, so you can find out how to sign up. Okay. So the next item is to rescind the open container law for the block party on Saturday, May 30th from 6 o'clock to 10 o'clock. So I'll entertain a motion to rescind the open container law.
So moved.
Second.
Any discussion?
Do we also need to do it for Sunday, or are we not doing that?
We're not doing Sunday.
We're not doing the rate date?
No.
Okay. I'm good.
Okay. Any more discussion? Okay. All in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
Good question, though.
All right. Thank you.
You answer yourself.
Oh, no, we're doing that again now.
I thought it was in your brain when you looked at me.
It was. Okay, the next item on the agenda is to appoint Bonnie Babcock and Sally Oliveri as election inspectors for the village election on Tuesday, June 16th, 2026. So I'll make a motion to appoint Bonnie and Sally
So
to
moved.
be our election inspectors.
So moved.
Second.
Okay, is there any discussion? All in favor?
Aye.
Aye. Okay. And in your binder, you will see, we had talked about last year we were going to hire an intern. It didn't really pan out. This summer, we had discussed possibly hiring 2. This young lady is home already and ready to work. So she attends Emerson College in Massachusetts. It's Madeline McCool. And her application is, I think, in front of all of you.
we have a start and an end date?
She is ready to start as soon as tomorrow.
And
And I believe she goes back to school the end of August. So,
Stop by and look up to her,
right.
see what she wants to do.
Yeah, we were thinking about 20 hours a week, probably, 20 to 25. Yeah.
cool.
Okay.
Right.
All right. So I'll entertain a motion to appoint Madeline McCool as a summer intern.
So moved.
Second.
Any discussion? All in favor?
Aye.
Okay. Thank you. I have nothing else. Did you have something, Hans? Yes. Can you come up here, though, so people at home can hear you? Thank you.
I have two items here. First off, we met with the New York State Department of Transportation in reference to the curb cut at 1183 Main Street. We're not happy where it was. The fire department had issues with it, and they pointed out that they put the curb cut there for site plan, for site distance, and they feel that it is the best spot, and we discussed moving it further one way or the other way, and we told them that the village of Fishkill, is quite concerned with traffic safety, pedestrian safety, and we feel that it could pose a problem. And by meeting with them, we've sort of put the ball in their park, so if something does happen, we can turn around and say, well, the village did everything that they could possibly do to, mitigate the situation. So now DOT is going back to the applicant to come back with another proposal as to what they want. Of course, DOT has final say. We have no say. It's the curb cut. They have final say on it, so we'll wait and see what comes back. The next issue that came up, I just found out just past Friday, 42 Jackson Street, Segretti owns that property. He wanted to put a secondary single-family home there, which is allowed by zoning. And when it came before us, it wasn't a single-family home. The plan definitely showed a bottom half where he claims he would be living, and the upstairs would be where his son was staying. So that would definitely be a two-family addition, which would not be allowed. We tabled it and told him to come back. I got a call Friday from his, excuse me, his planner and architect, and they want to remove the existing house that is there and build a two-family structure, probably the same plan that they proposed for us, only stating it was a two-family structure. Now, in order to do that, he would have to come before the village board to get a demolition permit. Now, I just got today, I just got it just a few moments ago, I contacted the village historian to make if she could make a determination, is it just an old house or is it an historic structure? And I'll copy, if I can find it.
This is the big brick house.
Right. According to...
How come that couldn't be converted to a two-family? It's a huge house.
Right.
On 42, it's 42 Jackson. It's right next to the lady, the older lady, across from the
Right,
law place.
right
It's not
across the
brick,
street
it's
from the...
a vinyl siding house.
Right.
It's not the brick.
Oh,
No, it's not the brick
It's
home.
not the brick.
okay.
Right.
So it's the bank,
Mhm.
there's a white house, and I think it's the next house.
Okay,
No.
okay.
No, it's
The
the
next
one
house would have been
after.
Raylene's,
Yeah.
and
So
then
it's
the
three,
next
yeah.
house after that.
Yeah.
Anyway,
We're in front of
the,
Raylene's house. It's right
just
there.
for your information, I'll print all this information, I'll get it to Pam, so you'll have it for your next meeting, because they have to come before you. And I'll just read the thing. It says, I looked into the building at 42 Jackson. According to the National Registry of Historic Places, the Fishkill Historic District only encompasses Main Street and from Cary Avenue to Hopewell Avenue. Jackson Street is not included in the district. If you look at the DC parcel access, it indicates it was built in 1870. I think it is older than that, and if you look into the 1858 DC map, I think it was J. Swanson House, and it goes on to say that he was a farmer and then moved, and it goes on to say that. I'll have all this information for you people to review. As I said, they would have to come before this board to get a demolition permit.
I mean, is this, are they sure this is what they want to do? Because it seems like they just changed direction, like awful, like.
Well, I'm a little confused, because if they're trying to build a two-family house and you said that they can't do that, why can we knock a house down and still build a two-family house? At the end of the day, it's still a two-family house.
That's correct.
So why would we knock a house down? If it's not allowed, it's just not allowed.
Is a two-family allowed?
Yes, it is.
Okay.
It's in the,
So
it's
I think
R 7.5, which is,
Right, but what's
is
not allowed is
a
a
single and
single-family-
two-family.
I think that's what's not
Right.
allowed.
What they came before us
What's
was
not allowed?
an application for a single-family house, and it wasn't a
So
single-family house.
so Hans, on one lot in that zone, you could have two single-family houses.
Correct.
Right. What you can't have is a single-family to two-family.
Right.
Okay, but you can have one
two-family.
two-family house.
Correct.
Yeah.
So
But
I
it's
guess-
two lots. It's not one lot. It's
I
two
thought it-
lots.
I thought it was one lot.
It's one lot, it's one large lot.
Yeah.
Oh, I thought it was a lot with another lot.
No,
Okay.
it's one.
It's one large lot so that
Goes
you
back to the
could,
question of why not convert the existing.
I can't understand why you would
Two-family.
demolish the
I
house.
can't answer that question.
I mean,
You'd
that
have
doesn't
to-
make any
The
sense.
applicant would have to
I
answer
think
that
I think
question.
that's the question for the planning board. Well, I guess, and for us, if they come in front of us.
Yeah.
Well, it's, right now, it rests with your board. If this board says, no, we're not going to issue
Well, I
a demolition
mean, we
permit.
don't even know if this is his intention. I mean, it
Right.
seems,
I'm just advising this board of what's coming.
Oh, we appreciate
So the
it.
planning board can't move until a demolition permit is either issued or not issued. If it's not issued, then they would come before the planning board and we would go from there. The reason he claims, the architect claims he did it, if reviewed the land money last minutes, there was a lot, everybody was against the project. They were in favor of the builder, he did a good job and so on, but they felt that the structures, the new structure was just larger than the existing structure, and it didn't fit into their community, and they were totally against it. So then we...
so they'd be okay with the house getting torn down and a bigger house getting built there? That's,
Theoretically. He claims that if you drive past the property, you'll see markings out. We had to mark it out so that we could physically see the size of the house compared to what is there. So we could see side by side, so we could make a further determination. And then while they were doing that, I guess the neighbors came out and started talking, so the neighbors were theoretically in favor of the demolition of the existing structure and the construction of the new two-family house. If that did happen, though, it would, planning board definitely would make sure it fit into historic nature, the way we made the bank do when it came before us. So again, this information for you people, I will have the historian's comments printed out for you so you can have between now and your next meeting or whenever
so
the
she's
applicant comes
basically
before
saying
you.
it's not in the historic overlay district.
Correct.
Correct.
Not, now I'm looking at a zoning map.
Okay,
No,
I think that's what she said,
yeah.
yeah,
but
so,
Why don't we
again,
just let this guy come before us and see what he wants to
Okay.
do? We need to hear directly from them,
right,
because there's too many
Yeah.
Yeah, it seems like
questions right
he,
now.
yeah, switched course awful
yeah,
suddenly.
All right, thank you for the info on
I
that.
had
Yeah.
a question on 1183.
yes,
Right, and I know you're not the planning board lawyers, but, so DOT can approve the curb cut,
correct,
right, but they have no jurisdiction over the site plan. So if our fire department and whoever else says that they can't get in there and they can't turn around, right, even though DOT approves the curb cut, our planning board can still make a determination that the site plan may not work. right? Because if the fire department can't get in there, and there's a, right, they're not gonna sue DOT, they're gonna
Right.
sue us. Right, so we still have some, and I understand you guys aren't the planning board, but
Right.
they can still make a determination based off of the fire department recommendation, or the police, or
always
ambulance,
do.
right? Just because DOT says we're gonna permit the curb cut, doesn't mean the
Right.
site plan still may work.
Right. Now, Danny pointed out to them, again to us, that the parking lot had to be changed for fire. I pointed out that
I don't think they can make.
the
this-
layout,
I don't think so
the
either.
layout of the interior, which planning board has no jurisdiction on the interior, how it's laid out or something, that fire-wise, it wasn't going. Also, that the fire department wanted a hydrant placed upon there. Then again, I'd have to check with, Greg, you would probably have to answer this. If the planning board says we want a fire hydrant there, and they say, okay, is the fire hydrant now a private thing, or is it part of the Village of Fishkill's water district and falls under? In other words, if something happens, does the Village of Fishkill have to fix the fire hydrant, or?
I assume it's going to be a municipal fire hydrant.
Right, correct.
Yeah, so the village would ultimately take ownership of the fire
Okay, so then we would have to have an easement for that?
hydrant. It's going to be on private property,
Okay.
yeah.
I haven't talked to Victoria about it because we haven't gotten that far yet, Right. Right. Now, as far as I know, we might not be meeting this month because of lack of a quorum, because 42 Jackson has to come before you first, and 1183, they're not ready to come back. So as of right now, I only have one sign. I talked to Joel, asked him to issue a temporary sign permit. I can't see bringing my board together just for one
Yeah.
sign.
Okay.
That's all I have.
Hans, I have a question. Did DOT say they were going to let 1183 go make a left turn out of there?
That's what one of the discussions was. They thought, well, maybe left in, left out, or right in, they were talking about, that's what they were going to discuss with the applicant. It's one of the things to be discussing with the applicant. But DOT knows now that the Village of Fishkill is, we want some say into the safety of what happens in the
Well,
Village of
it's
Fishkill.
definitely a concern for the fire safety.
Oh,
Getting
yeah.
the trucks, it's very tight. I just,
Yeah. Also, you got to remember there's sidewalks there, so you got pedestrian traffic.
Mm-hmm.
That was pointed out to them, so. Any other
Thank you.
questions? Thank you.
Thanks.
Hans?
Okay. Anybody else have anything? No? Anybody? No? Oh. We'll give you till next time. Okay, well, hearing none, then I'll ask for a motion to adjourn.
Move
So
to
moved.
adjourn.
Okay. All right, any discussion? All in favor? Aye. Thank you. Next meeting is the 18th.
Where is 1183 Main Street?